Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WVLS, and our next guest is a love coach and lingerie designer. Now, she joins the show to speak about the work that she is doing to help couples enjoy long lasting relationships and to also speak about the upcoming projects and events that she's working on. So please welcome to the show, Hot Cocoa. Sasha is in the house. Hot Cocoa. Wait. How did you get that name, Hot Cocoa?
Well, I got the name Hot Cocoa when I was going to a self-discovery in the sensual realm, and I didn't understand the intimate part of my life. So I nurtured an alter ego part of myself to deal with that aspect of my life, and I called her Hot Cocoa.
What? All right. So, how did you become a love coach?
Well, the way that I became a love coach is I was a fashion designer first. So as I was doing fashion, the fashion that I designed was basically to bring life to the bedroom, to ignite the fire in the bedroom. But as I was designing and I had my clients, I found myself speaking a lot about intimacy, the
Ah,
sensual
yeah.
that were going on. Hence, I was doing that so much, I just ended up becoming a love coach because people kept calling me, talking to me about their intimacy.
They said Hot Cocoa knows. Let's give Hot Cocoa a call. Hot Cocoa, tell me some more. So, wait a minute. People started calling you from all over. How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing this over 20 years, actually.
Whoa. Okay. And people are still calling you today, even the people that you got hooked up a long time ago.
Yeah, they still call me today. So what happened was I've never gone public as a love coach. It's something I've always been doing behind the scene. So my client is always referring some. My whole 20 years has been referral based. I've never had a
Uh,
website, never anything,
Word of mouth.
all word of mouth.
They said, "Wait a minute, you better call Hot Cocoa. If you don't know, you better call." Say it again.
They call me the fixer.
The fixer. All right. So wait a minute. How does this work? Does it work by a phone call, or you go to a place and you sit in a room and you coach them, or how does that work?
Well, the way that it works is yes, I go to my couples and I sit with them and we spend 2 hours together. They share with me the blueprint of how we got to this point right here where they're ready to break up, throw the towel in. And then the second hour, we spend time trying to go through that blueprint to figure out what part each person played, because I don't do the pointing the finger game.
Yeah.
So what happens is I have to take accountability for the part that they played on how they got here.
Ah, and then if you see something that was missing or something that they're lacking or something that they're not doing anymore, you point it out to them.
Yes. I keep it real.
You keep it real.
Mhm,
Now, during this intimacy or this coaching session, um,
mhm.
do they ever kiss?
Well, yes, at the end of my coaching session, I have a thing where I dim the lights and they actually have to hug each other for a little while. Then they have to kiss for a little while, and then they have to look each other in their eyes for a little while and say, I love you about 10 times.
Oh, do you have to put on a robe, a special robe, or your special designed lingerie?
No, no, no. That's for the one on one with the ladies when I introduce them to their alter ego. They have to get.
All right now. All right, we're learning. We're learning. Yeah, coach on, coach on. Let us know. So wait a minute. And you found that you had this was your talent. This was something that you can make a profession from or out of.
Yeah, so I've been doing it for a long time, but it's interesting enough, a lot of guys speak to me about what's going on in their faces.
Yeah.
So because I speak to so much men about it, the guys are actually pushing me to go public to help their relationship publicly and let other men know that I exist.
Uh, that's sexy. I mean, that's good. That's good. I mean, because love is one thing, but when you have your partner there, it's always good to have that friend, that companion, uh, that person next to you that you can talk to,
Yeah.
the person that you can touch and be intimate with. and you teach
Mhm.
all of those things. And I think people need people like you just to help out, just a little, get them over the edge a little bit, because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we're in something so long that, uh, we say, okay, where's the love? Where did the love go? The love is there,
Right,
but it's in a different place now. So you just
right.
help them to realize, you bring to the realization that, hey, it's there. Let's go back to the beginning.
Yes, because you have to go back to the beginning. Because what happens is life happens, right? So life happens. A lot of things go on, kids, work, everybody has careers and all kind of things. But I always tell my clients that you have to keep the line of communication open,
Ah,
and that line of communication has to involve allowing a person to be authentic about the different growth that they're having within the sensual realm. Because you may
yeah,
start off and then you may end up wanting to be bad or naughty, but you got to allow your partner to go through all these different levels, because you see things on Instagram, you may want to try it, you hear things from another couple, you hear it, you may want to try it, but you got to allow your person to evolve in the relationship and not box them in with, like, oh, this is how you were when I met you, I don't expect for you to change at any point. That's not realistic.
yeah, yeah. So what do you tell people who are just starting out? I mean, New Year's here, new love, new season. They're just
For the
starting
people
out and they just met somebody.
right. So for the people that's just starting out, I say, don't put your best foot forward. Tell that person who you are and what you like. Because what happens is you don't want to go in 1 year and 2 years and stay there and realize you don't like that person. Everybody throw your cards on the table. Give the
Yeah.
other person opportunity to say, no, I'm not about this life. Or, you know
Ah,
what? Try this out.
yeah. You need to know up front, because people coming in, they hiding stuff. They-
They don't,
They're hiding
it,
stuff, and then they just prolong the whole thing. If there's something that you don't like in the beginning, nobody's perfect. There's some stuff about
right,
you I may not like or I may love, and vice versa. But
right.
if you got to love a person, like a person for who they are, and that
They,
communication that you spoke about is very, very important.
yeah, because, and you may not like what you hear, because sometimes people think they want something, and then when they get it, they realize they can't handle it.
Yeah,
you know so it also gives the other person a chance to say, you know what, I always thought about this and dreamt about this, but you know what, I don't think I can handle something like this. So you go back to a regular normal type of thing, or
yeah.
you get into something more spicy. It helps you to make a real choice.
And then there's a whole lot to it. Some people think it's just looks. Oh, that person's pretty or beautiful. It ain't all about looks. It's a whole thing that creates this circle of love. It's not just sex.
No,
It's not just one thing. It's a whole
no.
circle of love that creates this harmony, this rhythm of love. Yes.
Yeah, it's a whole circle, because imagine if you get with a person because of how they look, or because if they have, a certain status or a certain amount of money and stuff like that. My question is, if that look for whatever reason disappears, or if that money disappears, are you still going to love and be as passionate for the person the same way you were when you got with them for those particular reasons?
Talk about it,
No,
coach. Talk about it, coach.
yeah, because it may disappear with it. You know what I mean? So you got to be very careful why you're getting with a person.
Yeah.
You know, you got to know what you want.
Yeah. Hey, coach, what do you have coming up that everybody can get involved in? You have something special
Okay.
coming up?
Yes. So I'm doing a birthday party January 7th, 2023. And the birthday party is me acknowledging that everybody, all the people I've coached over the years, they want me to go public. So I'm listening to them finally, and I'm going public. So my birthday party is called the Bedroom Takeover.
What?
And yes, it's called the Bedroom Takeover. And the experience that I'm going to give is, we're going to spend a lot of time talking about things in the sensual realm, intimacy, how men think versus how women think. And then from there, we're gonna go into a fashion show, which is
Uh,
about and teasing my audience and give alternative from wearing the typical lingerie,
Uh
which
huh.
normally you want to rip or tell your girlfriend or whatever, take that off because you saw that like 10 times, right? So the designs that I'm bringing is designs that's a little bit for him and a little bit for her. So that way, when I'm all dolled up, I want the men to tell her she's moving too
Uh
fast.
oh. Watch out.
You
Yeah.
know, so a lot of things that's missing in intimacy is the foreplay, the visual, the taking the time, the appreciating what's going on. See, all of that plays in mind when the intimacy is actually happening.
Yeah.
So I want to really, really curate a memorable, intimate experience.
All right, Coach. Now, Coach, what's your website?
Well, right now I don't have a website, so I have my Instagram at House of Hot Cocoa. That's COCOA, like the drink. House of Hot Cocoa. That's my Instagram. House of Hot Cocoa. That's my email address if they want to reach out to me for a private session or to get the tickets for my birthday party.
Uh oh, watch out. Sasha, Hot Cocoa, love coach and lingerie designer. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll take a quick break right here. Bobby C. He has the latest in the world of sports. He's coming up next. Stay tuned.